It's Wired Wednesday, and Bay Area tech companies still recovering after the news that China's AI tool operated at a much lower cost. Santa Clara's NVIDIA dropped 17% on Monday, costing the company almost $600 billion in market value at that time. Now, all eyes are looking at whether this impact will last and how U.S. tech companies are responding. So joining us now is Axios business reporter and author Nathan Bomey. Good morning, Nathan. Thank you for being here. So let's dive right in. What are we looking at in terms of recovery for the U.S. tech companies? And is it still too early to tell if Monday's sell-off was kind of an overreaction? What do you think?
Well, the emergence of DeepSeek certainly sent a shock through companies like NVIDIA, which is obviously this chip giant that is selling these extremely expensive, high-tech chips to the AI giants that are trying to develop these models at rapid speed. And so what happened is investors started to question whether people would actually need these types of chips to develop AI, because DeepSeek seems to have found a path to doing it on a much cheaper basis.
Okay, so do we expect any major changes then from U.S. tech companies in terms of their development for AI after the impact we saw from DeepSeek?
I think a lot of people are looking to see if the companies like Meta and Google actually decide that they don't need to spend as much on AI development as they previously thought. Because if they previously thought they were going to have to invest heavily in these high-tech chips, and now they think they can find a way around that, that could mean bad news for NVIDIA, but actually could be good news for AI companies. Because if they don't have to spend as much money to develop the AI, then that may mean that their costs go down, which ultimately could actually accelerate the development of AI in the long run.
Could this also mean, though, that things might heat up just a little bit when it comes to expecting and seeing more competition from newer AI companies after all of this? Do you think we could see even more AI startups try to, I guess, duplicate or replicate what DeepSeek did?
Absolutely. I think that there's no doubt that there are going to be other companies that are going to try to replicate this now. They see a path to actually being able to compete without this huge capital expenditures budget. There was this consensus before that the only way to do AI was if you were some gigantic company. But now this does suggest that maybe there's a path to doing it while spending less. With one big caveat, however, which is that there is still a remaining question as to whether we can really believe all of the claims that DeepSeek has. There are some people who believe they needed a lot more chips than they're acknowledging because of the export control restrictions that the Biden administration placed on these chips. They may have actually acquired more than they said they acquired.
Seems like things are moving so fast within that industry right now, especially with AI. Nathan, thank you for that insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now taking a